shrimp scampi, total classic, but we are gonna punch it up with a whole bunch of spice. That's right guys, this is my version of spicy shrimp scampi. So let's get right into this and let's chit chat about prawns first of all. So weird thing, this dish is called shrimp scampi, and yet scampi are like different to shrimp. I think it's because the Italians originally make this dish with like this little, it's a lot smaller than a shrimp, it's actually called a scampi, and then you guys in the US decided to make it with shrimp and then you just still called it shrimp scampi. Anyway, I'm in Australia and I call them prawns. So tomato, tomato, who cares? Let's prep our prawns, shrimp, whatever you want to call them. Now I've got, the way I like to do it is I like to keep them in their shell. I think they stay juicier, and plus I love to get like garlicky juice like all over my fingers, and then I, you know, lick them, and then, you know, it's all just joyous. But the way I like to prepare them is I like to take the head off first of all, and then what I want to do is you want to cut down the back here because you have that little bit of, you know, that gunk in there that you want to get out. It's a bit hard to do it with a knife. So I do it with scissors and I just snip down here and then just take out any of that gunk in there. And then you're left with like, you know, shell on but gunk removed prawn. Did I say gunk like a million times then? Anyway, ignore the gunk. Prawns are ready to go. These are beautiful Australian tiger prawns, whatever prawns or shrimp or scampi you have in your area, totally fine. The next thing we're going to do is get sizzling in our pan. Now, to me, the all-important ingredient for shrimp scampi is butter. Lots of butter. Let's get lots of butter in the pan. And then I'm going to add in some olive oil as well. So the reason why you often add olive oil and butter together is that the butter has milk solids which can burn really easily, and the oil actually helps to make sure that the milk solids don't burn because butter has a higher smoke point. There you go, without getting too food nerdy on you, that's the reason. And now the other important ingredient, garlic, lots of garlic, so get that in there. And now, of course, it wouldn't be one of my recipes unless I fiddled with the classics. And of course, the classic shrimp scampi does not have Korean gochujang chili paste in it, but mine does. So this guy's gonna add a real spicy kick, which I love, and I love the color as well. Sort of dollop of that. And then you want to add in some white wine here as well. Now look, if you want to keep your cooking alcohol free, just add in some chicken stock or fish stock here instead. Now I just want to stir and let that kind of bubble and simmer away for a couple of minutes just to reduce the sauce a little bit, and to get that garlic really lovely and soft and tender, and for everything to be just, you know, perfect. Whoa, this is totally smelling so good right now. Look at how lush and like delish that sauce looks already. Oh, butter and gochujang, literally like a match made in heaven. Okay, let's get our prawns in there and then toss those guys around in that sauce. I want lots of sauce like everywhere, in every crevice of every prawn. And I want those prawns to turn like an opaque color and beautiful like coral pink. Okay, that's looking really good. Now I need a big squeeze of lemon here. I want some acid to like cut through all that buttery goodness. And then finally, you need a really good sprinkling of a little bit of greenery. Look, I'm using coriander. I know a lot of you are not lovers of coriander. You could also use parsley as well. Oh, wow, look at that color. Oh, the red, the speckled bits of green, those like amazing, beautiful fuchsia colored prawns. Whoa, so good. All right. Let's get this out into a bowl. Now, for me, shrimp scampi is like just as much about the butter sauce as it is about the actual shrimp or the prawn. So you want lots of sauce is what I'm saying. And then I always love to have a little bit of crusty bread here on the side. And so there you go, guys, my version of a spicy shrimp scampi, prawn scampi, garlic prawns, whatever you want to call them. I need to get in here, just get a piece of bread first of all, get that in that sauce. Wow, I mean, that is such a big explosion of flavor. You have the garlic, the spicy, the Oh, everything. This dish is actually like, wow, it's gonna be up there with like my ultimate. Oh, I need to get in here with the prawns. See, this is what I mean. Like, you want to get like, you know, it should be messy. Like, there should be like garlic sauce like dripping down your face, and like, you know, it should be like ugly delicious. You know, cooking the prawn in the shell, like I know this is totally more messy, but it keeps it so juicy. Wow, that flavor, the garlic, the gochujang, everything. Heaven, so heaven right now. Yum. It's like totally not a manners kind of dish.